No one's coming. It's just us now.
Maledetto, che il diavolo ti porti! Stammi lontano!
Right, I'll follow you. You can't escape me. I've got lots of practice. Alright, so I've got to keep running and then stab! Like that.
Now Firenze will judge you for what you've done.
It's over. It's all over.
What is?
Meglio essere felici in questa vita e aspirare a esserlo nella prossima. Requiescat in pace.
Libertà! 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 Popolo e libertà! Libertà! Francesco?
Jacopo. In some games, the person who did that would be the bad guy. No, I just thought that just because you've got the people demanding liberty. Admittedly, from what we've seen, that's because they're being stirred up by Jacopo. But in other games, it would be, yeah, that's what the people want. Side with the people. Yeah, Montevigioni pops up. Agile guards. Ooh. Oh dear. 1478 in the Repubblica Florentina. And they say Rome wasn't built in a day. It's Lorenzo. Right. Where are we? We have a chessboard. Which is a race. Let's chat with Lorenzo. No, let's see. What has anything popped up in the conspirators section? So that updates the last thing we did. Ezio killed Farenzo de Pazzi. So we have a few people there. We have Rodrigo Borgia, Jacopo de Pazzi, Antonio Maffier, question mark, some guy in Tuscany, and a guy from Venice. Let's chat with Lorenzo.
When I was 6 years old, I fell into the Arno. I soon found myself drifting down and into darkness. Certain my life was at an end. Instead, I woke to the sound of my mother weeping. At her side stood a stranger, soaking and smiling at me. My mother explained that he had saved me. And so began a long and prosperous relationship between two families. Yours and mine. I am sorry I could not save your father and brothers.
You have nothing to apologize for. I believe Jacopo de Pazzi played a part in their deaths. They attack on you as well. I need to find him.
That coward fled before we could arrest him.
Have you any leads?
No, they've hidden themselves well.
They?
Jacopo was not the only conspirator to escape.
If they work with Jacopo, they were surely involved in the plot against my family as well. Give me their names.
Antonio Maffei, Archbishop Francesco Salviati, Stefano da Bagnone, and Bernardo Baroncelli.
Ooh.
Bene.
New names.
I will go and see my uncle. He has men stationed in the countryside.
Wait, before you go.
A codex page.
I took it from the files of Francesco de Pazzi, seeing as he clearly no longer needs it. I've always had an interest in things of antiquity, as did your father.
It is meaningful to me as well.
Then consider it a gift. Che il Signore ci protegga.
Right. So I think we'll have a gander at this. Lorenzo de' Medici, date of birth 1449, profession ruler of Florence. I wonder if you. It's like, what if you can go to the job centre? Like, yes. What jobs would you like? I'd like to be the ruler of Florence. Really? I'll take any other city either. Simultaneously keeping the dream of the Florentine Republic alive while leaving the people with very little legitimate power, Lorenzo de' Medici deftly ruled Renaissance Florence during its golden age. Lorenzo's grandfather Cosimo built the Medici Bank, creating one of the most powerful financial institutions in Europe and becoming fabulously rich in the process. Bankers. Considered the smartest of Cosimo's grandchildren, Lorenzo was already being sent on diplomatic missions as a child. Although his father was inept and sickly, his mother was a poet. She introduced Lorenzo to many of the prominent artists of the day, instilling in him a love of art and culture. In 1469, when he was only 20, Lorenzo became the head of the Medici family, at which point he quickly gained control of the Florentine government through friends in the city council, payoffs, strategic marriage, and threats. But Florence prospered with Lorenzo as its puppeteer. A peace was made between the warring states of Italy, and several masterpieces of Renaissance art by the likes of Botticelli and Michelangelo were made under his care. Ultimately, Lorenzo was happier writing poetry and shadow governing than directing his family's bank. During his lifetime, several branches of the bank collapsed, and the Medici assets were wasted on frivolities such as jousting tournaments. Lorenzo died in 1492. Nearly broke, he was unable to prevent the popular backlash against his rich lifestyle and the mad monk Savonarola's rise to power. That's kind of sad.
Jacopo de' Pazzi, the money. This guy was the head of the Pazzi family, and he ran their banking business. An associate of Lorenzo de' Medici, he had nothing against him personally. So he hired 4 Templar hitmen to take care of the situation for him.
Bankers.
Bernardo di Bandino Baroncelli. Brought up to hate the Medici family for the exile of his cousins, Baroncelli ran the numbers in the Pazzi Bank by day, and murdered for the Templars at night. It was Baroncelli who delivered the first blow. Stefano de Bagnoni. Known for his cruelty, Bagnoni was trained in Rome as a Templar butcher. It was Bagnoni who stabbed Lorenzo de' Medici in the back. Antonio Maffei. Witness to the sacking of Volterra by Florentine mercenaries, Maffei blamed Lorenzo. He joined the Templars to seek revenge. It was Maffei who slashed Lorenzo's neck. Archbishop Francesco Salviati. Convinced he would be the next Archbishop of Florence, Salviati was enraged when Lorenzo stood in his way. But the Templars were there to heal his wounds. It was Salviati who marched their troops into the city.
Then we have the names. So Jacopo de' Pazzi, born 1421, banker and noble. Bernardo di Bandino Baroncelli, born 1453, a banker. Stefano de Bagnoli, Bagnoni, born 1418, profession, priest and advisor to Jacopo. Antonio Maffei, born 1450, is a priest. Francesco Salviati, 1443, an Archbishop of Pisa. So now what we have is new list and conspirators, haven't we? Yeah, so we've got some new names. We still don't know who this Phoenician bloke is, but we now have names for everyone else, which is good. Now, I don't know what we're doing next. I should have looked at the map, because that's what I meant to do. Do we have a... Alright. Oh, we're going to visit Leonardo. So it might be worth getting some viewpoints on the way, because that might give us another codex, which would probably be a good idea to sort out while we're there. So I think we'll head round. We'll head to this one, and then if there's another one between there and Leonardo, that'd probably be a smart thing to do. Can I jump into the water and swim for a bit? Jump!
I've marked the Palazzo Medici on your map. In order to achieve 100% sync with Ezio's life, you should go explore.
Okay, a Templar lair has been added. Ooh, what's a Templar lair? It's not on my map. Is it? I'm really confused. It doesn't seem to be on my map. Maybe it's just hiding behind... Oh, there it is. We might head up there then. Load of things to explore. Exploring is fun. Right. Let's swim as quickly as we can. Through the reeds. And looks like some handholds there, which we'll climb up. Oh, a boat to steal from. Let's take what we can from here. I see. So he's just taking a small amount. That's why it's only a small value. He's not taking everything. He's just grabbing a little bit, so that he's not drawing attention to himself too much.